The Congress party just a short while ago addressed a news briefing wherein their entire top brass, including Mallikarjun Kharge, Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi were present. They all spoke vociferously against the income tax action against the Congress party's bank accounts. Rahul Gandhi, leading the charge, said that the party had no access to money to campaign for the upcoming elections or even to buy rail tickets. Sonia Gandhi took it a step further, made a rare appearance and said there was an attempt to cripple the Congress right before the 2024 elections.
We are taking up today is extremely serious, as Congress President has just mentioned. This issue affects not just the Indian National Congress. It impacts our democracy itself most fundamentally. A systematic effort is underway by the Prime Minister to cripple the Indian National Congress financially. Funds collected from the public are being frozen, and money from our accounts is being taken away forcibly. However, even under these most challenging circumstances, we are doing our very best to maintain the effectiveness of our election campaign. On the one hand, there is the electoral bond issue mentioned by Congress President Kharge, which has been declared unconstitutional by the Supreme Court. The electoral bonds have benefited, as everyone knows, the BJP hugely, massively. On the other hand, the finances of the principal opposition party, the Indian National Congress, are under a determined assault. This, we all believe, is unprecedented and undemocratic. Thank you.
Shukriya.
Let me take in a word from Sabyasachi. My colleague joins us live with the latest. Sabyasachi, we heard one Congress leader after the other talk about, the Congress's frozen bank accounts and a big face-off over the same really taking place because the Congress is solely pinning the blame on the central government. The matter is sub judice, and what's also interesting and was pointed out by some of the Congress leaders is, apart from the fact that their accounts are frozen arbitrarily, the allegation is, rather the demand is, that it should be the BJP's accounts that must be frozen given the Supreme Court's ruling in the electoral bonds and ever since the data was made public to everyone.
Well, absolutely. See, the Congress party says that as far as the electoral bonds are concerned, now the BJP has got around 52% of the electoral bonds, and under these circumstances, their bank accounts needs to be freezed. Now we have seen that Mallikarjun Kharge, all of the Congress top leadership have put out this particular demand, and they also say the Supreme Court has called the electoral bond unconstitutional, and Congress party has just got 11% of the electoral bonds. Now, coming back to the income tax matter, Rahul Gandhi says that they have 20% of the vote share in the country. 20% of the people have voted for the Congress party. Under these circumstances, Congress party is the principal opposition of the BJP, and no institution, whether it's the court or the EC or media, nobody is acting against this. And Rahul Gandhi says that this is Ashur Shakti ke virudh mein ladai karenge. This is what Rahul Gandhi had to say while leaving.
So several reactions coming in from the top brass of the Congress party. A reaction came in from the AICC chief Mallikarjun Kharge as well. Before we play out what Rahul Gandhi said, hear it from Mallikarjun Kharge.
किसी भी लोकतंत्र के लिए निष्पक्ष चुनाव अनिवार्य होता है, एसेंशियल होता है। साथ ही ये भी अवश्य होता है कि सभी राजनीतिक दल के लिए लेवल प्लेइंग ग्राउंड यानी समान लेवल प्लेइंग फील्ड हो, सभी के पास समान रूप से संसाधन हो ये नहीं कि जो सत्ता में है उनका रिसोर्सेस पर मोनोपोली हो, ये नहीं कि उनका मीडिया पर एक अधिकार हो, ये नहीं कि सत्ताधारी दल का संवैधानिक तथा न्यायिक संस्था जैसे आईटी, ईडी, इलेक्शन कमीशन
You heard it from Mallikarjun Kharge. Before we tell you what Rahul Gandhi said just a few minutes ago, we'll try and pick up more political reactions as well. But you heard it from Mallikarjun Kharge say that those in power should not have monopoly over the resources of the country. The BJP also continues to hit out at the Congress party. The BJP has, in fact, decided to come out with an official rebuttal to the Congress's allegations. A statement that will be issued at 1:30 p.m., close to 1 hour from now. We've already picked up political reactions from the BJP through the course of our broadcast. But after Congress's most scathing allegations against the BJP over the IT action, the BJP will be issuing a statement at 1:30 p.m. Mohit, tell us more about what the BJP plans to do and how does it plan to counter Congress's allegations?
Well, Kritzween, this was a very strong press conference and the allegations that have been raised by the Congress party, and we saw that how the top leadership of Congress party, Mallikarjun Kharge, Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, they addressed the press conference, and hence now the BJP has decided to rebut all the allegations that have been leveled by the Congress party on the BJP and on the government and the agencies. At 1:30, Ravi Shankar Prasad, former Union Minister and senior BJP leader, will be addressing a press conference, and point-by-point rebuttal will be given to the Congress's allegations, because you see with the Congress party, Sonia Gandhi, Mallikarjun
Okay,
Kharge,
coming back to you in just a bit, Mohit. Sorry for that interruption. We have Nalin Kohli of the BJP joining us on the phone line. Rahul Gandhi says democracy is dead. Everyone is quiet. Mallikarjun Kharge says, the party in power cannot have monopoly over the resources in the country. We just heard it from a host of Congress leaders, Mr. Nalin Kohli, entirely pinning the blame on the BJP.
It's shocking what the Congress party and its top leaders are doing. The fact of the matter is, why are they in this soup? They are because they got notices from the income tax department and the Congress party did not respond to them. Just recently, before the Delhi High Court, the honorable judges also commented, you are in this soup because you have not responded to it. So what does the Congress party want? The Income Tax Act should not act against them. Why? Because we are the Congress party. We are a special party. Income Tax Act must apply to everybody in the country, but not us. Why? Because we will choose when we want to respond. We will sleep over it for 5 years or 6 years. What do they want? That the BJP should send its chartered accountant team to answer income tax notices to the Congress party, which their team is not capable of answering. And you blame the BJP for it.
But they call it selective action, Mr. Kohli. They're saying, why is action not being taken against the BJP over electoral bonds? The details that have come to light over the kind of money that the BJP has encashed.
Over what?
So the amount that the BJP has encashed via electoral bonds, that's being raised by the Congress today. They say it should be the BJP's accounts that must be frozen.
I will answer that. They are trying to create a false argument of convenience, not based on fact. Your account is frozen. Your electoral bond is not frozen. Your account is frozen because you did not, that is the Congress party did not respond to the income tax when it should have 5 years ago. Income tax is merely implementing the law as per the statute, which is not brought in by Prime Minister Modi's government. The Income Tax Act is older than that. That Income Tax Act and its statute, which applies equally to every Indian citizen. So Congress party is trying to build a story on electoral bonds because 2 days ago, Mr. Rahul Gandhi committed a massive blunder. He said, Hindu dharma mein ek shakti hai, hum us shakti ke saath ladna chahte hain. Now today, to cover it up, you go back to electoral bonds and then you talk about Asur Shakti. When you talk of Asur Shakti, so you believe that the voters of India, the citizens of India vote for Asuras. That means you have no faith in people, you have no faith in the voters of India. And therefore, what is the message you are sending? That you have no faith in the voters who vote for whom do they think is right. And then you call the people who are elected by the
You're
voters
calling it a mere headline management.
as Asurs.
It didn't end with one Congress leader, Mr. Kohli. Several Congress leaders today, a joint press conference was held. Many thanks for sharing your perspective and giving a rebuttal to the Congress's allegations. Rahul Gandhi also alleged that their Congress bank accounts are frozen, hindering campaign work and support to workers and candidates. And the biggest statement made by him was that democracy is frozen. not Congress party's bank accounts. Listen in.
If any of you imagine, anybody in the country imagines what happens when your bank account, your ATM card, your entire financial identity is erased, right? You can imagine if it is done to a family, the family will starve to death. If it is done to a business, the business will be crippled, right? This is what has been done to the Congress party 1 month back. All our bank accounts have been frozen. We can do no campaign work. We cannot support our workers. We cannot support our candidates. Our leaders cannot fly from one part of the country to the other. Forget fly. They can't take a railway train. And this has been done literally 2 months before the election campaign. Why has it been done? One notice comes from the 90s. Another notice comes from 6-7 years ago. Quantum amount, 14 lakh rupees. And punishment, our entire financial identity. Right? What's interesting to me is that there are institutions in this country that are supposed to protect the democratic framework. There are the courts in the country, there's the election commission in the country, right? And nothing is happening. The election commission has not even said, wait a minute, you have frozen the bank account of the largest, of one of the biggest political parties, largest opposition in the country. And already our ability to fight the election has been damaged. We've already lost a month. As Makanji said, we are unable to get slots for advertising. We're unable to put ads in newspapers. And so what sort of a democracy is this? This is a criminal action on the Congress party. And it's a criminal action done by the Prime Minister and the Home Minister. It's very clear. This type of activity does not happen without them in today's India. And so the idea that India is a democracy, this is a lie. There's no democracy in India today. The idea that India is the world's largest democracy, it's a lie. It's a complete lie. 20% of India votes for us, and we are not able to pay 2 rupees for anything. Right? And it has been orchestrated to cripple us in the elections. Now, even if our bank accounts are unfrozen today, huge amount of damage has been done to Indian democracy. And no court is saying anything. No election commission is saying anything. No institution is saying anything. Media is not saying anything. It's ridiculous. And it's your duty, and I'm not just speaking to the media, it is the duty of all the institutions of this country, it's the duty of the people of this country. You're being robbed of your most important asset. You're being robbed of your constitution, you're being robbed of your democratic structure, you've been robbed of the entire architecture, and everybody.
Okay, very interesting, Niyamika. Before we take in a word from Mohit once again on the BJP's plans to counter the Congress, the Congress leader Rahul Gandhi could clearly be heard making an appeal to the several institutions of the country. Where is this frustration really stemming from? Because we do know the matter is sub judice. We do know about the observations made by, the High Court on 13th March 2024 while citing the ITAT court. It said very clearly that Congress failed to comply with conditions imposed by assessment officer based on the order dated 28th October 2021. Where is the Congress's line of attack coming in from? We do know it's election season, just a month to go before the first phase commences. And clearly there is a lot of frustration that can be seen within the Congress camp today.
Well, absolutely, as that is what being mentioned by the Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge, as well as he has all.
Can you hear me, Nyamika?
Well, absolutely, as you have also mentioned it correctly, as it was the Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge who has also said that this matter is currently in court, as there is a hearing which is also going on. But for that matter, they have also questioned the intention of the government of India, as they had questioned the timing of this action which is being taken on the part of the income tax department. They are saying that this is just ahead of the general elections when this kind of action has been taken. A notice is being sent to the Congress party for freezing the accounts of the Congress just ahead of the general elections. But on that matter now, it is Rahul Gandhi who has come out in open. He has attacked the government of India, the ruling BJP, by calling it an undemocratic move on the part of the BJP. He has also questioned the Indian democracy by saying that there is no democracy which is left in our country because the principal opposition parties' accounts have got free.